Welcome, everyone, to our prayer journey with my Toad Daily Devotion. If you've been with me in the past, we've done a couple of devotions on the book of Job. And one of the amazing things about Job, as he was being an oppressed man because of his faithfulness, was that he was very gifted with prophecies, with questions that raised a gospel that was hidden in the book of Job, of things from Genesis creation. All of these things are included in the book of Job. You can actually say that his book encompasses the whole Bible with an individual basis. And here's another one that I'm going to give you today that is quite extraordinary. Job was probably written hundreds, if not 1,000 years before the book of Daniel. Yet, in Daniel, he predicts exactly what would happen to one of the kings of the future kingdom that was to come. In Daniel, Nebuchadnezzar came to Daniel with a dream, and Daniel told him what the dream meant. And it's amazing that he did not die. Let me read just some of the verses from this in Daniel 25. That they shall drive thee from men, and thy dwelling shall be with the beasts of the field. He's talking to the king here. And they shall make thee to eat grass of oxen, and they shall wet thee in the dew of heaven, and 7 times shall pass over thee, till thou knowest that the Most High ruleth the kingdom of men, giving it to whomsoever he will. So he tells them, for 7 years you're going to wander in the wilderness, and Daniel is not put to death. And all this came upon King Nebuchadnezzar, it says in 4:28. But here is the extraordinary thing. In Job making a defense to one of his supposed to be comforters, but were confronters, he says this about God. He increaseth the nations and destroyeth them. He enlargeth the nations and straitened them again. Now, this is exactly what happened to Nebuchadnezzar's kingdom after he wandered in the desert and was in the wilderness, eating like an animal. And then verse 24 of chapter 12, he taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, and causeth them to wander in the wilderness, where there is no way. God is so in control of things that we can see this in the history looking back. One of the things that we forget most often is that God sits outside of time and we are on a timeline. God can intercede any way he desires. God knows the beginning from the end. So when you cast up a prayer to God, can you know that he knows the answer already? And if you cast up that prayer in the right heart, will not God hear it and bless you in some way? You know, sometimes when people are dying, we will not get our answer to prayer. It is their time to go and to be with the Lord. But we can be comforted because he will comfort us. If you come to God and pray and know that he is outside of time, you know you are going to get an answer, and that answer will be the best that is for his people. For we know all things work together for good for those who love God and are called according to his purposes. So until next time, may Jesus increase as we decrease.